Gaffer, just get your assessment on that game.
Well, assessment on it. Obviously, losing another game is not ideal. I thought the lads were good in spells. We conceded a sloppy goal in the first half and then scored a fantastic goal, Danny. And then, at 90 minutes, you're thinking, okay, look, the game's 1-1 and everyone takes a point. The two teams take a point each. That weren't to be. We fell asleep. We tried to pass out and look after the ball. And then we give, a lethal striker in Callum Lang an opportunity to go through 1-on-1 to keep it to beat, and he does. So, really gutted. It's been a tough week for us, Charles. The lads are on the floor in there, but we're still in a fantastic position. I know I can't keep saying that forever, and I won't, I promise. But what I can say is we're on 36 points. We probably have got a bit carried away with ourselves and where we can be. What we've got to do now is level it out and address it and look at it in training and get the lads in to say, the targets and objectives for this season, what are they? We know what they are. We're not far off that after 20 odd games. So I think one more win takes us to a clear pathway of where we're trying to get to. We're probably not even half of the games played. So what we've got to do now is we've got to make sure we just regroup the group. Make sure we're better next time.
There was lots of pressure in that game. It wasn't for the one of trying, was it? Again, a bit like Tuesday. Yeah. Lots of chances, lots of pressure. What's maybe not quite clicking there?
I don't know. I think the patterns of play, the way we work, and sometimes you have to give opposition teams a lot of credit as well. But, we're going to a good team, we know that, and we still try to do the right things. But there's a time and a place when you can play out. So for argument's sake, the last goal could have just got everyone up the pitch in 90 minutes and kicked it up the pitch and be a bit more game savvy and game management and maybe look at stuff like that for the group, because there's a lot of experience in there, but there's still a lot of youngsters in there also, and we've got to make sure that we see these type of situations out. That obviously I didn't think they looked like scoring unless it was from a mistake from us, but ultimately we didn't really look like scoring either. So at 1-1 you think, okay, just take a point. It stops the game, the losing streak, if you like. And so look, it's just plenty of work on the training ground. What we need to do now is focus on ourselves and keep doing the work. We're in a fantastic position of where we're at on 36 points after 20 games. And we've got to keep believing. We've got to make sure we put it right. We always knew after the run we went on, at some point it was going to, it was like the run was never going to end, wasn't it? And now this run looks like it's never going to end. I'm sure it will, because we've got a fantastic group in there that keep learning. But what we've got to do is end it quicker than rather than later. And that'll be the aim for next week.
Highs and lows of football, eh? Yeah. You say next week, so it's not in the league, obviously, but a cup game against Rochdale. Lots of week, I suppose, which is a rarity to work on it, rather than a game in between.
Yeah, and I must say, look, sometimes you looked at both sets of teams there today. It was like it was the top of the league clash in whatever ways you look at it, in third and fourth it was or whatever. And I thought both teams were a little bit nervous, full house, packed. And maybe the week's not been great to us, the two games beforehand, and there's no pressure going to be on the group now. There's no pressure on anyone. We do things right, and what we've got to do now is take the pressure and take the heat off the boys, and we go away to Rochdale next Sunday, and with a bit of freedom to go and play live on TV. Go and express yourselves again, and once you get that one win and bounce back, then I'm sure it comes quicker rather than later, and that'll be the aim.